And a couple of fishermen offered to show us around because there were like various islands, a lot of islands. So it was like, okay, let's go. And we asked how much. They said $500. Just to give you an idea.
Yo, yo.
Just to give you an idea, KR.
Yeah. Woman crashes out on vacation. Fair use. I'm not gonna play the audio because there's loud music playing in the back, and I'm not willing to put our copyright in danger. Apparently, what the caption says is that she was overcharged and she is flipping out. And she got overcharged for some pineapples, and now she's trying to leave the the floater and fell into the water. Bye bye. Bye bye. RJ, do you call this privilege? What type of privilege is this?
I'll tell you what privilege it is. Show it, share the video. Just finish the video. I'll tell you when to stop. There. Play it a bit more, just a bit more. Yeah, there, stop it. Okay. The privilege is that she fell where she can stand. Because if the stigma is true, that black people can't swim. We don't know what, I mean,
Just try to
Caribbean
avoid-
blacks swim. Caribbean blacks know how to
Tethers.
swim. That's
They
what
call
they
them
do.
tethers these days.
They call them tethers. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out to our people. Caribbean blacks can swim, but the myth that's going around in the States is that black people can't swim. So her privilege is that she fell where she can stand.
I was referring to another different privilege. I think you wanted to avoid that on purpose.
Which
Give me a
one
second.
were you referring to? I
Give me a
did.
second. Yeah, I'm talking about the privilege of not getting knocked out in water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think pretty much if you was a man, if a man was doing this, oh my God, he would probably,
Fisticuffs.
well, fisticuffs, he probably would be swimming in his own,
Yeah.
in
The
his
problem
own,
is, the problem is she
internal
didn't do
liquid.
anything. the, the problem is that she didn't do any real damage because the coconut and the pina colada float. So,
yeah, they float, yeah, so.
but she can't, most likely. So it's good that I'm assuming.
Anyway, well, apparently she did it for being overcharged. Being emotional is not some people's best. Not emotional in situations like that.
Yeah.
It's sometimes the best. And what do you expect? These guys are going to overcharge you in that situation most of the time. One thing a lot of people think they can do is scam people when they are tourists. No, it's the other way around. The game is you're the tourist, you're the victim at all times. So whatever you pay for is probably not the right price. A lot of times, actually. Gotta be very careful. You
I
get
was
the
once
tell me.
I was once in on an island of a Latin American country.
Mm.
And they tried to overcharge us. We were there like I was doing like an exchange, so there were like students, like a couple of friends from all over the place. We had people out of Denmark, the Netherlands, Spain. So we were all there, right? Like we were like 7 of us, and a couple of fishermen offered to show us around because there were like various islands, a lot of islands. So it was like, okay, let's go. And we asked how much. They said $500. Just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea, KaiR. Just to give you an idea. We had a day prior a 5-course meal with alcohol for all 7 of us, and we paid $80 in total, which was of which 15 were tip. Just to give you an idea of what they were trying to charge.
Yeah.
Thank God for the Dutchman, because the Dutchman knew immediately. The Dutch were like, we're not gonna pay this.
500.
Everyone else were like, yeah, that's good. Because there's a reason why they call it a Dutch treat.
Yeah.
Dutch were like, nah, man, that's not. They had it. Everyone had it. It would have been $50 per person, but the Dutch.
Well, 500 is a lot, though. That's if you say the food. You had dinner the night before for 80.
They were trying to rip us off.
But that's what they do to all tourists. They try to rip you. It's up to you to get ripped off or not. Are you willing to get ripped off? That's basically the question you gotta ask yourself.
You know what the funny thing is? Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Funny thing is that because we knew one of the people, or not we, but someone in the group, he's been there before, so he knew the fisherman. They charged us the 500 after we brought them a fuel, because they didn't have fuel for the boat. So
nah, son. Well, you guys should have said, if you charge me 500, the boat is mine too. That boat is mine. I'm taking that boat. Oh, you can rent it from me from now on.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. They tried.
Were they Spanish speaking?
I can't recall.
Look at him. Oh man, okay. Hey, I'm not gonna press you. I'm not gonna press you on that one. We all know what that means. Probably that fisherman's probably now in El Salvador or something like that. With in a cell shared with 80 men. Shout out to him. Hasta luego, señor. Hey,